Hello students, Jai Hind, Vande Mataram. Once again welcome back to your class Ravisirjee Maths, the easiest and finest way to learn the concepts of mathematics. Students, in our previous video lecture of matrix, we have studied how to find out the inverse of matrix. Students, in our today video lesson, we will learn how we can find out pair of linear equations of two variable or three variables by matrix method. So using matrix we can solve the equations also. So students, first of all we will get the ideas, means we will get the concept how we can solve the equations using matrix. Okay students, so first of all, considering over here there are three equations, a11x, a12x, a13, z is equal to b1. Here students, a11 is the coefficient of x. It means it represents that this is the element of the matrix of first row and first column, right? Similarly, a12 is what? Element of the matrix first row and second column. a13 represent what? This is the element of the matrix first row and third column, and B is any constant matrix. Okay students, similarly a21 this is the element of the matrix second row of first column. a22 this is the element of the matrix second row and second column, and continuing like that way. Students, these three equations means in these three equations we having three variables x, y, z. Okay students, so if you are getting these types of equations, you can find out the solution of these equations, means you can find out the value of x, y and z using what? Matrix method. Okay students, here first of all we will write this equation in a matrix form, means already I have told you that all these are the element of the matrix. The coefficients of x over here, this is the element of the matrix, similarly y, and the coefficients of z also. So here students, you can write that a matrix A, which are the coefficients of variable x, y and z in all three equations. So here sequentially you can write a11, a21, a31, a11, a21, a31, a21, a22, a32, a12, a22, a32, and similarly a13, a23 and a33. Okay students, and then these are the coefficients of what? X, y and z respectively. So from each we having the coefficients x, y, x over here, y over here and z over here. So we can write these things x, y and z. And b1, b2, b is another matrix, another constant matrix, b1, b2, b3. So students, the system of equation can be written as, this was what? a11, a12, a31 and a12, a22 and a32, a13 and a22, a33, a, and these are multiplied by the variable matrix x having variables x, y and z. Okay students, if you are multiplying x, y, z, a and x, y, z, you will get these types of equation by comparing with b. B is any constant matrix which are having element b1, b2 and b3. Okay students, here we want to find out the solution of the matrix. So solution of equation. So we have to find out the inverse of matrix. So how you can find out the inverse? First of all, whenever you are solving the equation by matrix method, just you will have to check it out that these equations are consistent or not. How you can check all these things? Just find out the values of matrix A. If you are finding the value of matrix A, means you want to find out the determinant A. If you are getting any integer excepting 0, then there exists A inverse. If you are getting the value of this matrix is 0, it means these equations are not consistent. It means A inverse is not possible. Okay students, so then the system of equation can be written as AXB. If A is non-singular matrix, then A inverse exists. Okay students, so this is what A, this is X and this is B. AX is equal to B. So multiplying both side by A inverse. Here we are multiplying both side by A inverse. So taking the combination of A inverse and A over here, X is a variable matrix and same over here A inverse into B. So A inverse, it means what? Identity matrix. We know that A inverse into A is always identity matrix. IX, A inverse is equal to B. So X is equal to A inverse B. These steps you will have to follow over here. So X is what? The variables XYZ. A inverse is what? You know how to find out A inverse. B is the matrix over here. Just you will have to multiply A inverse into B and you will have to compare one element of these two matrices, equal matrix. Okay students, let us see these concepts with the example. So first of all, we will write these things in a matrix form. Here students, you can see that the coefficient of x is 1. So we can write what? 1x, 1 into x minus 2y is equal to 4. And here is minus 3x plus 5y is equal to minus 7. So we write this equation in the form of matrix 1 minus 3 and here is minus 2 and 5. Right students? So xy, these are multiplied by xy. So here we can write what? X into y and these are equal to 4 and minus 7. Okay students, now this matrix is to be considered as A, right? So we can write what? A and here is X and what about this one? This is B. Okay students, you want to find out what? X means value of X and Y. So we can write what? X is equal to A inverse B. Right students, so here you can see that matrix A is what? 1 minus 3 minus 2 5. These are the element of this matrix and B is what? Sorry, X is what? X and Y, having element X and Y, and this constant matrix B, this is equal to having the element 4 and minus 7. Okay students, now we will check that A inverse exists or not. It means we will find out the value of this matrix. Okay, so A modulus A, it means this is determinant 1 minus 3 minus 2 and 5. We know that how we can solve these things by cross multiplication method over here. So 5 into 1 minus 3 minus 2 minus 3 minus 2. Right students, so what we are getting? 5 minus over here minus 3 minus 2 plus 6. So we are getting minus 1 not is equal to 0. If we are getting non-singular matrix, then A inverse exists. So students, here you can write that A inverse exists. If A inverse exists, it means you can find out what? The value of X and Y. Okay students, so our target is to be what? Find out A inverse. How we can find out A inverse? So we know that A inverse is equal to adjoint of A by modulus A. Modulus A means the value of the matrix A. Okay students, so first of all we will find out adjoint A. we know that how to find out the value of adjoint A. Okay students, here you will have to do over here, just you will have to shift this element over here and this element will comes over here and the sign of this element will be changed. Okay students, the main diagonals, the element of the main diagonals will be changed and the sign of secondary diagonals will be changed. Okay students, just you will have to keep in mind how to find out adjoint. Just you will have to transfer the element of main diagonals and secondary, change the sign of secondary diagonal. Okay students, so adjoint A can be written as, this is what? Adjoint A. Now we will find out A inverse. So A inverse is what? Adjoint A upon A. So we are writing adjoint A, 1 upon modulus A. The value of modulus A is what? -1. And here is adjoint phi 3. What is phi 3, 2 and 1. So getting the multiplication over here, what we are getting? -5, -3, -2, -1. Okay students, we know that A inverse is equal to adjoint A upon modulus A, but we want to find out value of x over here. So the value of x is equal to A inverse B. So x is what? X and y. A inverse, we got A inverse -5, -2, -3, -1 and B. B is what? 4 and B is what? 4 and -7. The element of matrix B is 4 and -7. What you have to do over here? Just you will have to multiply these rows with column and these rows of this matrix with this column, right student? So x, y. Now getting the multiplication of -5 by 4. -5 into 4, we are getting -20. And now -2 by multiplying by -7, we are getting +14. Similarly, -3 is to be multiplied by 4, -12, and -1 is to be multiplied by -7, we are getting +7. Okay student, so -20 plus 14, we are getting what? -6, and -12 plus 7, we are getting -5. Okay students, now matrix xy, this matrix will be compared by this matrix. So xy, the matrix X having element xy is equal to the matrix having element -5 and 6. So the value of x will be what? -6, and the value of y will be -5. So we can write what? X is equal to -6, y is equal to -5 are required solution. Okay students, here we are completing today video lesson. I hope you have understood how to find out solution of equation using matrix method. Okay, for coming video lecture, keep watching your channel Ravisirjee Maths. Thank you so much.